How's it, everyone? Welcome to this video where I will be unpacking my Land Rover Defender after driving more than 20,000 kilometers through southern Africa. We've just returned from a 7-month trip that took us through Namibia, Zambia, Malawi, Botswana, Zimbabwe and South Africa. So if you're new to this channel, please check out my Africa Season 1, which I'll link in the top here. Go and check it out, and please subscribe to my channel. Now, after the first month of our journey, we took out some of the equipment and we changed some of our equipment. But it has now been 6 months since we packed our Land Rover Defender. And today and tomorrow, I'm going to be unpacking the Land Rover. Today, I'm going to start with the roof rack, showing you exactly what's inside there, going through all of the things. And then tomorrow, I'll be unpacking the rest of the vehicle. I'll show you the stuff that I used, the stuff that I didn't use. You're going to get a complete view of what we packed for this 7-month overland trip. So yes, let me know if you would pack anything else or what you do different. Always willing to learn. And I hope you enjoy this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Let's get started. Everything from our trip is still up there. So I'm going to show you guys what I put on top of the roof. Let's have a look. Right. So up here we've got some jerry cans, one with diesel, one with water. I've put some rubbers in between here and in the middle just to help with a little bit of vibration. In here we've got a bag. In here we have an extra sleeping bag, a backup tent, and I think some camelbacks, but I'll open up this later. Here we've just got two milk crates. One's got a ground sheet, and that's a little bit of shade netting. And over here we have just a canvas bag with 3 ammo crates, and I'll show you exactly what's in the ammo crates. Like I said, 3 ammo crates, and then this is just the solar panel. This is a 125 watt solar panel. It's a 18 volt panel, and that runs and is connected to the dual battery system, but I'll explain more about that later. Let's So like I said, 3 ammo crates. This one's got like a bunch of backup. I know it says camp and bry, but it's got a bunch of air filters, diesel filters, backup camping stuff, a lot of stuff from Kulu. This one we used for additional food. I don't think there's food in there anymore. And this one was for winter clothing, but we took that out as it is winter here in Cape Town. So yeah, that's it for the stuff on the roof. I'll show you on the ground what is inside the crates. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's have a look. Here on the hood we have a shovel and an axe. To be honest, the axe, we didn't use it once, so I won't use it again. I'm going to take it off, and if I do have to take an axe, I'll rather put it on the side of the roof rack with some bracket. But here on the bonnet, it looks cool, but not really handy in the places that we traveled. The axe, the spade on the other hand, we used quite often, especially when we braai. You need something to throw out the fire with some sand, and just generally we use it more. Here on the side, this looks like a very crappy carrier, but it actually works very well. So in here we've got a small little table, a work surface that slides into here, and we have a fold-up table and fold-up chairs, and this thing locks it tight down. But for now I'm going to take off the entire bracket with chairs. Okay, so here we have the 3 crates. We're going to start with the first one. These were on the roof. They were generally backup gear, backup food, and emergency supplies. So we kept that on the roof. We didn't have to access it every day, so we're going to go through it now, see what we will chuck and what will stay. 3 crates from the roof. Okay, so this is a mosquito net. We thought we were going to use it more often, but Nkulu is actually mosquito proof, so we didn't need it at all, so this will definitely be chucked. This is a spare little light. Didn't use it once. If you've got enough lighting, I doubt whether something like this is. I'll chuck it. I won't take it again. Additional adapter. We had one. This was a spare. I won't take it again. Some cloths and more ice cube thingies. We didn't use all of this in about 7 months, so no, won't use it. Tennis balls. Won't be taking them along. I handed out some tennis balls to some kids along the road. Obviously didn't hand out enough. This is the bag that can be chucked. These 2 we actually did use in summertime when it gets hot inside Nkulu. So I'll definitely pack in one of these and leave it in the car. Additional beanies. Won't be using that. This is a tie down rope. I think I used it once. You can see it's been used. So in here we've got some more rice spice. What's this? Some more coconut cream. This is all backup food supplies. Some beans. You can put that inside now. Ice cube maker, never used it. This is a additional carry bag for my drone. I didn't use it on this trip, but it is very handy, especially when you go hiking. Got a DJI Mavic Air. You can just throw this in your backpack. And then in here, Energade. Yo, we had 2 bottles of these. Didn't even finish the first one, so maybe just put this one in the car and finish it. So that's it for crate number 1. Okay, so this is the second crate. Let's see what's in here. Oh goodness me. Okay, so this crate we used for backup clothing, and for the most of the trip it had winter clothing in there as we were traveling in summer season. But now we are in Cape Town and it's winter, so we've already taken out some of the winter clothing and put back some summer clothing. But I think there's a few stuff in here. Let's see. Now there's some towels we might need, but all of this we used. So when you're doing a long-term trip and you have to plan for different seasons, yeah, you definitely need this again. But for now we will not be needing it, so I'm not even going to go through all this. It's just clothing and additional bedding. Okay, so this is the 3rd and last crate. It's also the heaviest one. I know most of the stuff that's in here, this is backup spares and stuff, so let's go through this. So this right here, this is a little bit of fuel line. Luckily I didn't need to use it,
but I've seen some people on overland trips, you get a branch or something that snaps your fuel line, and then you're in some trouble. So I took this along just in case, and I didn't need to use it. I also have a thicker one. It just sometimes makes it easier to join pieces. Yeah. This one is additional line for my water supply system. This is just some rubbers. So when you're doing overlanding and you've got a lot of things that squeaks, so you can just wedge in a little piece of rubber. Didn't have to use these, but the ones I do have is a little bit worn, so I might replace them with some of this. Some additional black plastic bags, that's handy. So Land Rover Defender, it does squeak, so this I've got in quite a few places. It's basically just a piece of small little sponge. Didn't need to use it, but I can replace the ones that I have. Yeah, this is old wiper blades. I've already replaced the ones. So yeah, these ones can be chucked. And here I have, because we do most of our cooking on gas, and I've got quite a few gas lines on the Landy. This is just a spare regulator and a spare gas line. The ones that I do have on there is a little bit baked by the sun, so I might also replace them with these ones. The regulator, these are, if the one on there goes, then I've got a spare one, and then we can at least continue cooking. This is just a bit of cable sleeve. If I do need to run a cable to a new location, I can do that. This here, if you do need to solder a line together, you can do that. Never need to use it. Over here I've got some Velcro straps. I've got quite a few places where I need to replace this, so this is quite handy for the system that I've got. This is a caravan plug, so if you're traveling in Africa, a lot of the campsites, they've got different type of plugs, and this is your adapter that you need. This is actually a spare one, because I know you're pretty screwed if you don't have this. Okay, we have solar, but handy. This is extra coolant. I don't use this coolant anymore, so this can be chucked. This is a spare plug adapter for my fridge. Never used it, but it's such a small item, I might as well carry it along again. Yeah, I've got some. This is for the lantern. I'm running out of these, so I'm glad I've got some backup. Yeah, I've got some 5W30 engine oil from Kulu. Didn't use a lot of oil on this trip, so I still have that. What I have in here, this is a diesel filter. We'll use this. I also have a air filter. You can see it got a little bit wet in here at some stage. So that one, this is some more rubber, quite handy. Yeah, I've got some spare nuts, because the Defender's got these stupid type of nuts. It's got this aluminium bigger size nut over it. I don't know why, but I have stripped one of these before, so I carry a few spares. So that I'll definitely take along again. Here I have got, these are some spare clips, and some of them actually broke, and I replaced it on the cupboard system. Yeah, I've got some self-drill screws. I use this on quite a few places to keep things together. I have replaced a few of them, so I will keep this. Yeah, we've got some more Velcro. I won't take as many Velcro as I did. I probably took way too many. What do we have here? This is old brake pads. I think the one set is maybe still usable, so I only carried it with in case I needed to replace some. So, but these ones I will chuck. Here I've got like a whole collection of screws and bolts and stuff. I have used some of it in here. It's got a little bit of everything that you might need. Many of you might think you won't need this traveling in a car, but the way my stuff is built together, I have replaced some of it, so I'll keep this whole thing. What do we have here? Oh, this is a massive bungee cord. I actually meant to change a system on Mkulu, which I never did, where I will use this chain. I think I used it once to ensure that my spare wheel was locked away. I won't carry this with me again. Yeah, I've got some fishing lures. Didn't fish. Had a fishing rod with me. It's a shame, but I won't take it along again. Spare black marker was handy. Some more tape and a spare headlight. This box I'll go through now. This little box, got some more tape, tap fittings. This is some canvas. That's for Mkulu. It's a rip over there somewhere. I have repaired a bit. Some small. This whole bag can basically just the canvas I will keep. This is some smoke balls. I don't know why I have to use this. Patch kit. Don't use it. Yeah, I've got some more mosquito stuff. Yeah, I'll probably need to use some of this again, but yeah, so this can stay. In here I've got some rope. I've got some, what's this? A jerry can, what do you call them? Washers. I actually need to replace the ones on mine, so I'll keep this in here. What is this? Oh, this is some clamps for all different pipe sizes. Very handy. Didn't have to use it, but you might in some places. Here I've got some spare locks. I actually lost one of my locks, so I will use this one. This is just a big bag and another piece of rubber. It's like a nice big bag. Didn't use it, and all of this is fishing stuff. Man, I carried this all the way 20,000 kilometers. Didn't use it once. It's actually a shame, but I won't be using it again. That's basically for what's in here. Yeah, I've gone through everything in here. That's it for the spares. So yeah, a lot of this stuff like air filter, oil, didn't need to use it, but it is definitely something that I will carry with me. Some of the stuff like chains and Velcro straps and stuff like that, you think you might need it, but you'll make a plan along the way, so I won't use that again. Alright, so let's do the inside of Mkulu. Let's see what is in here. Okay, let's put a light on. Lights on. Down here we have a speaker. This is like a portable speaker. We drove with it for 6 months and we never used it once, so this is definitely not coming along. This is an additional tripod. I actually got it as a gift from my cousin along the way. This one I will definitely use, but I won't be taking it along as I have another tripod. And let's see here, this is basically one of our medical supply kits. Yeah, lots of medical stuff. I think this we will have to go through in a separate video, hey? It's all our medical stuff. I don't think we'll use all of that, so maybe Jackie can make a list of all the medical stuff that you have to take along. What do you say, Jackie? Will you? Where will you put it? On your blog. Okay, go and check it out. Jackie Not in the City. She'll have a blog there, and I'll link it in the description below. In here we have a cooler bag. So we do have a National Luna. Let's just take this clothes away. We have a National Luna 52 liter fridge. This is actually sufficient for everything that you need. But there were two places that we visited where we use the cooler bag as well, and that was in the Kalahari and in Botswana in the Moremi. So, but this in the short term, I will not take a cooler bag along. Like now, there's a bunch of other stuff in there. On a long overlanding trip, I might consider taking it, but actually I'll just go without it. I think it just takes up unnecessary space when you can fit everything in there. So this here is a big black bag where we put all our additional stuff that doesn't fit anywhere, but basically we put in here. Let's see, pillows, that'll stay, but let's take it out for now. Use them every night. Shopping bags, we use these quite often when we went shopping. It's just a lot easier than having a lot of plastic bags in the car. I think these will stay. What do you say, Jackie? Okay, these ones are going to stay. There. There's another one. Then over here we have our hammocks. These are definitely staying because we use them almost at every campsite. And these two here, this is just extra dry bags. I think they'll stay, but we will not necessarily be putting them in this bag. It's quite handy for doing laundry and washing. Tennis ball, teaspoon, water bottle, and what is this? What's this? Another shopping bag. Okay, so I think these things will stay, hey? Water bottle will also stay. So far, these are generally stuff that we use. Okay, wat is hierdie? Dit was ook al binne, nee. Okay. This here also comes out of the black bag. I'll show you. So in here we have all our cooking stuff for getting hot water. In here is a little gas burner and some gas. We use this almost every day, so this will definitely stay here. And in here we have a small little pot for boiling water. This will definitely stay. Underneath this big black bag we have, what is this? Let's open it up. This is chitanges and a, what's this, a basket we bought in Malawi. This is actually gifts, so that can go out. Okay, so this, very lucky, never need to use it, but yes, I will take it along again. So this will stay. Solar shower, we only used it in the Kalahari because there was no other water. Something in the short term we'll probably not need, but if you're going to do a long trip, definitely take one of these along. Inside, this is not in its right place. We have a small kettle, does just under a liter. So where we have power, this is very handy. This will definitely stay. Little broom, it's a must. This is a collapsible bucket. I actually won these, and they are definitely staying. Okay.
Yep.
This will also stay. We just need to get it washed. we have here? This is hats and flashlight, Leatherman. Use these also almost every day. This is an old little water pump. Hats. I do not need this many. I will probably taking this one and this one. Rest that we can put in storage. Now, so in some of our cupboards here we've got all our cleaning supplies. This is stuff we will leave in here, so anytime we take a trip we've got everything packed. See here we have canned food that'll stay, means we're ready to hit the road any day. Here's some spices. I don't think we'll need all of these spices, eh? Okay, so this is a lot of spices and it is in glass bottles and it all survived 20,000 kilometers of very off-road terrain and we didn't use it once. There we go. Here we have some spaghetti, some noodles, some oats. This is for making ice. We'll leave this there. This filters. If you want to filter something, we will also leave this there. I don't think we use this, eh?
No.
Do you want to chuck it or leave it in here? Okay, that can stay. This is small. It's like ice cube bags. You put water in here and you put it in the freezer and then you've got ice. Not the best, but it does work. This one's empty. But we did use that. What's the next one? Here we have pots and pans that'll stay. Is there some of the stuff in here we can take out? This kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so all these pots and pans, we have this little kettle here. We used it once when we had guests, but even I won't use it again. We've got lots of other pots we can boil water in, and that small little kettle works the best. Okay. That's here. Here we've got food. We have some wraps. We have some pastas. We have some gnocchi. We've got some juice. We got some energy drinks, game, spices. What's this? Wheat Bix. We have that one's empty. But all of this will generally stay in here. Which means if we want to leave and go somewhere right now, we can do that. Got some beetroot and some flour. All that will stay. Let's come to this side. Start from the top. Here we have a measuring cup, a can opener, scissors. What's this? It's a spork. Yeah, we might use that now, but we never use it on this trip. But all of this can stay in here. You've got some more spices and some fully. All this can stay in the car. Yeah, we've got some Provita, salty cracks, Kit Kat, and noodles and sugar. This one. Here we have more spices, stuff like hot chocolate. We've got tea, coffee, sugar, more spices, some smoked mussels. Yeah, all of this will stay, and of course peanut butter. Bottom one. Here we have olive oil, salt, tomato sauce, chutney, sweet chili, some couscous. These are just empty Tupperware and sandwich bags. Yeah, This is our toaster, which we put on the gas. So yeah, all of this will stay. That's that side. Down here at the bottom, in here we have a vacuum cleaner. That side's a toolbox, but I'll show you from the outside. Over here we have, this is clothes. We're going to leave this in here. Not going to go through the clothes. Some more clothes. This side in front, this is all closed, and this one as well, all closed. That I'm not going to go through, but basically in terms of storage, Jackie had this, I had this, and these small 2 drawers. That was clothing. In here we have a bottle jack. And the rest of the stuff I'll show you from the other side. Yeah, in here there's quite a lot of stuff. We've got some rope. This we used when we did washing. Hammer to put in tent pegs, used it. Rope, used it. Duct tape, used it. Wire, used it. Mosquito, little coils, used these a lot more than what I wanted to use them. Some more wire candles, we did use them. In here we've got some more elastic ropes, we used it. Tent pegs we used. In here we've got fire lighters. It's a bit messy, but most of the stuff in here is being used, so this will just stay as it is for now. This drawer, these ice bricks, no, we won't be using them. This opens up a bit of storage space over here. Another ice brick, and in here we have a bottle of red wine that will definitely be along. And then we have some more spices. But we won't use all that, and a lantern. All that we will use. Okay, so here in the back we've got lots of small little places for storing random stuff. So let's start from the top. Yeah. We have a small little radio. Never used it. Okay, that goes out. Here we have a spotlight. We use this quite often. This will stay. Here we have some backup headlights. We use that. Here we've got a small little UV light. Also use that to find scorpions quite often. What do we have here? This is all the lighting control, and a pocket knife. Sorry, and a Victorinox pocket knife we used, so that'll stay. Over here we have a fire lighter. This one I think is done. And here we have a lot of different doom, and another doom, and another doom. This was to spray the inside so that we don't get any mosquitoes and bugs, because in Malawi and Zambia there was quite a lot of them. This is a signal horn. Never used it. This is some coins from different countries. I will go through that later. Tabot candle. This is rust off. Used this quite a few times. Yeah, the Tabot candle. Used it almost every night. Q20, used it quite a few times. We'll definitely take it along. A little candle, and that is it. And what's this? Size 8 spanner, used it a lot. So over here, this signal horn. Where's the other half of the signal horn? There. Staying, going. Okay, this can stay. It's you know, it's more we'll use it in case of emergency. Whether we would be traveling in parks and we have an encounter with a lion, or someone's trying to rob us or whatever, we can blow this horn to scare them off. Don't know if it'll work, but we'll keep it here. Then one can go. I think out of these ones we just need one, eh? This one's the fullest. The rest we can put away. Don't throw away, put away. This one's empty. Tabot candles, we use them a lot. Go back. Set Q20 and go back, and rust off. Can also stay. In the bottom here, some snatch rope or bungee cord rope. This is handy. We used it quite a bit. A little bit of brandy. Not. I don't know, maybe for a rainy day. International plug. We use this. This will stay. Here we have some cards. Want to play a card game? This goes with the spotlight. Some more mosquito. You can throw that away. Insulating tape, a burner, all of the stuff we used. What do we have in here? Matches. These are waterproof matches. Here we have some purification drops. We didn't need to make use of it, but it's very handy. This can stay in here. And there we have a small tool. Little chess game. Never used it, but I'd keep it in there. Maybe I wanted to play chess with somebody. That's it for this side. We have a funnel. We use that to put water into our water tank, which also has a tap over here. And in here we have some ropes. Ropes and jerry can, hose, all of that will stay together. This. On the other side, in here we have electronics, USB chargers, and it's got quite a nice long cord, so it doesn't matter where you are, you can charge. In here there's a lot of, this is fairy lights. Jackie used them. Let's take all this out. All this. That is empty. So in here, this is a charging unit for our two-way radios. That'll stay. We use that. Then we have in here some fairy lights. And this is the charger. Fairy lights will stay. Here we have this is like a GoPro Wi-Fi charger, that'll stay. This is a phone charger, but it is broken, so that can go. So all that will pretty much stay in here. Jackie, the rest you must do, eh? What's this? Vaseline. This is all Jackie stuff. Yeah, some shoes. I'm not going to go through that. That's some space for the women. We have a fire extinguisher. Fortunately, we never had to use this, but I will keep it. And that is it for the rear. I'll do the sides and the front next. So let's quickly have a look at the front of the car. Okay, let's get in. Ooh. Okay, so in the middle here, I've got my camera bag. That's definitely going with everywhere. So all my camera here fits in there. Jackie's got some blankets. Here we have a 600mm, 150 to 600mm Sigma lens, which we mostly only use for wildlife. We have a Stanley flask. This is in no way sponsored, it's just quality stuff. And here we have a camera bag. These are stuff which I will leave here. In normal Defenders you've got your console here, but we don't have one, and it actually makes this space quite versatile. Whatever you want to do, sometimes you put your shopping in here, sometimes you put whatever. And then what we have different is we've got this overhead storage space, and we've got quite a lot of stuff in here. Let's start with the first bag. In here I've got books which I never read, just some papers, more books, papers. This whole bag was actually unnecessary and it will not be traveling with anymore. Over here I've got my binoculars. Use this quite often. This is a little dry bag. It's handy if you just need to put your phone or wallet while you're running into the rain. Here we've got a book which I also have not read. Here we've got Jackie. I think she keeps all our slips and stuff in here. That will stay. We've got a spare binoculars, but we never use it. I'm going to chuck it out. This side, what do we have here? This is brochures from one of the last places we visited. That can go into our filing system, which sits here behind the back. I'll show you just now. This is the maintenance manual. That'll stay. We have, what do we have here? Up here we also have, this is Jackie's binoculars, and then we have a little tin. We keep some rusks in here, so the stuff in here on top will generally stay there. I can put these two, I can put at the back. Here we've got some cup holders. We've got a charging unit for USB. We also have a iTrip that runs through there, which we play our music on. The rest is pretty standard. Like I said, behind the seat there's some files. There we keep all our filing, our travel records. Nice and handy. Here we've got some sunscreen, and we have a plug. That is basically it. The only thing that I still need to show you is the size of the vehicle, and that's what I'm going to do now. So, we open up the side here. Here we've got the fridge, but we also got some storage space underneath here, and here I've got a lot of cables for power supply. I've got triangles, 2 of them required in a lot of African countries. You should have 2. I never use them because we never had a breakdown, but that is something I have to carry with. I've got a small little axe. Back here I've got some fuses. I have used some of them. Then here I've got a tire pressure monitor, or gauge, a tire gauge. I've got some silicone, also used that. And there's some super glue, and here is actually a nut that has started to slip. So yeah, this is sun visor. We use that here in the back. So here I have got some, this is like to clean the windows. I've got oil, coolant, I have a little cup, and I've got some safety vests. This is also a requirement in some of the African countries that you travel. Just put that there for now. What else is in there? Some some cable ties, and this I use all the time. You cannot travel without it. This here is a small little water pump for our water supplies unit. I need to still need to replace this, so that is why that is also in here. So then let's move into this little cupboard here. Some more engine oil. I think I've only used some of this one. That one is still full. Let's grab this out. So this right here, this is my toolkit, or some of my tools. Let's see. I don't think it's very neat. So here we just have a bit of basic tools, some Allen keys, some tape, bunch of spanners, hammer, nothing special. That'll go along. Here we have a tire repair kit. Never need to use it, very lucky. No punctures in 20,000 kilometers, but that will go along as well. Then I have jumper cables, proper jumper cables. This I have used once. In the Kalahari we had a flat battery. This one here is a small little compressor. It's a very small one. I think it's a 36 liter per minute unit, but it does just what we need to. I mean, we traveled in quite a few sandy and off-road sections where we needed to deflate and inflate the tires, and every time it did it in a reasonable amount of time. So this will definitely stay. Then in here, let's see what we have in here. So here we've got some spare reflective tape. So a lot of the countries in Africa, you need to have these on your bumper, your front and rear bumpers. So in some places it gets scratched off by some branches, so I carry some spare. So in here, this is some more clips for the roof rack. Always very handy. I didn't need to use it, but I will definitely carry it with me. Here we have a toe strap. You can see it's still in its wrapping. Also didn't need to use it, but it is something that I will carry with me. This is for my fishing, which I never did, so I think this one will come out. In here I've also got some fishing line, and this is the toggle switch for the winch. Cannot go without it. Didn't need to use it, but yes, I will definitely use it again. Then what's in here as well, here we've got some .4 brake fluid. Also didn't need to use it, but hey, when you use it, you use it. In here, as I've shown from the inside, I've got a bottle jack. It's a 6-ton bottle jack. It's just a lot easier to use than a high lift, so I would only use a high lift where I really need to. Here I've just got some cloth if you want to get your hands clean or for whatever reason. And then in here I've got a potjie. We use this a few times to make potjie kos or a nice little bread on the fire. Under here I've got a little wood plank. I use this to put underneath the jack. So that's what goes into this side. Let's go and have a look at the other side. Alright, so on this side, on top here we hang some of our jackets. We've already removed them. Then in here we also have a small little storage space. This is a bag for my drone. And this here, this is my slack line. I carry it with me everywhere I go. Then here I have, this is a proper socket set. I mean, I think this is something you just cannot travel without it. So I've got that. used it a few times. In here, you see we've got different bags. M1, that's our first medical kit. M2, that's our backup medical kit. And then we have E, that's electrical stuff. I will show you what is in here as well. Let's look inside the medical kits. I'm not going to go through in detail. Here we've just got some sachets, also some water purification. We've got lots of different tablets, bandages, cough syrups, nasal sprays, Dettol, stuff like that goes in here. Second one, here we have, this is a emergency medical kit. We've got a heart rate monitor, some spare toothbrushes, stuff like that. And then the third one, like I said, this is an electrical box. So in here I've got a multimeter if I need to find faults. I have used this a few times. I think your electrical or battery supply systems is some of the things that can make you worry the most. Well guys, that is it for unpacking my Land Rover after traveling 20,000 kilometers. Yes, to many more safe journeys. Hopefully you have learned something here. Maybe you packing different stuff. Let me know in the comments. Always willing to learn more and share more. Also, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of overlanding videos in Africa, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.